The Butterfly House. The film opens with a wedding ceremony. Cut to the present time, Ari is helping Tasha with her makeup, as she is about to get married to Salim soon. However, Tasha seems to be lost in thought until Salim arrives and kisses her. During the engagement ceremony, Salim thanks his adoptive parents, Linda and Chandra. Since Salim's parents passed away when he was a child, Linda and Chandra have brought Salim up. The next day at a restaurant, Tasha tells Salim about a bizarre dream she had. In this dream, Tasha is in an old house where a woman is buried, covered in dried flowers. When the body opens its mouth, a butterfly flies out of it. Salim visits the washroom, where his nose starts to bleed. Just then, Salim gets a call from Ko Chung Chung informing Salim of his aunt Shi Fangfang's death. After that call, Salim receives a call from Fang Fang, asking Salim to come home to light incense in the altar. Although Salim is startled, he is determined to go to the ancestral house, as Fang Fang was the only blood relative of his and Salim's only connection to his family. Hesitantly, Tasha lets Salim visit the house. Now, Salim calls Arun and Febri, asking if they can have their pre-wedding photo shoot in the ancestral home, as it already has a Chinese vintage vibe. Even though Febri is unhappy about the change, they agree to it. That night, Salim lights the incense in the ancestral home, while Tasha dreams about the same house. In this dream, in the altar, there is a coffin, and inside it is Salim. So Tasha wakes up startled. Upon checking her phone, Tasha sees a message from Salim saying there are network issues. Thankfully, Salim has sent Tasha the location of the ancestral home. When Tasha gets to the house, she realizes it's the same house from her dream. At first, Tasha sees the altar and makes her way around the house. Eventually, Tasha finds Salim and hugs him tightly. After listening to Tasha's dream, Salim thinks they should get permission from their ancestors before they marry. That night, Tasha dreams of a woman clad in red wedding attire. The next day, Tasha and Salim pray to Salim's ancestors. Ari, Febri, and Hajra arrive to do the photo shoot. At the same time, Ko Chung Chung comes to the house to give Fang Fang's praying tools. Before leaving, Ko Chung Chung asks Salim to reach out to him anytime. The team takes photographs of the house as it is old. Meanwhile, Ari finds a picture of Mei Hua in an album and decides to do the same hairdo for Tasha's photo shoot. It appears that Mei Hua was a renowned singer who passed away at a young age. Now Salim plays one of Mei Hua's songs, Butterfly Song. Later, Tasha is doing the dishes, and Febri approaches Tasha, saying he loves her. But Salim got lucky. So Tasha says Febri should have made a move. But now Tasha chooses to be with Salim. As Tasha is getting ready, the power goes off, and Tasha is spooked. Salim reveals that Mei Hua's altar should always be lit with an incense stick. Otherwise, someone will always fall sick. The person performing this ritual should be a Tio family member. This means until Salim's death, he needs to do this. Despite that, Tasha says they are in this together and will support Salim. The next day, Salim and Tasha pray together at Mei Hua's grave. There, Ari gives a butterfly hairpin to Tasha, which Ari found in a dresser in the house. The photo shoot begins and Tasha starts to see visions of Japanese soldiers attacking Salim's ancestors. Suddenly, Tasha faints. While Harja is looking at the photographs, he notices two apparitions right behind Tasha and Salim. This scares Harja, and he wants to leave the house immediately. By then, Tasha wakes up and sees the woman clad in red. So Tasha follows the woman into a room. All this time, Mei Hua's song has been playing. As Tasha puts her ear to the wall cracks, bringing Tasha back to reality. When Salim breaks the wall open, there is Mei Hua's body covered in dried flowers, and she is holding a box containing wedding rings. A butterfly flies out of Mei Hua's mouth. That night, Salim says they will bury Mei Hua's body and later finish the photo shoot. Since Harja is frightened, he leaves the house. The next day, Tasya prays at the altar as Salim and Febri dig the grave. They bury Mei Hua's dead body. Now Tasya is not herself, which scares Ari. So Ari meets Ko Chung Chung, asking for his help. At home, Febri tries to convince Tasya to leave Salim and start a life with him. However, Tasya is adamant that she loves Salim and will not go anywhere. From afar, Salim hears and sees everything. Later, Salim gives Tasya an option to leave him, but Tasya warns Salim not to question her love for him. In her room, Tasya is shown a vision of what happened. In a flashback, we see that Mei Hua was to marry Banu. The butterfly hairpin was a gift from Banu to Mei Hua. On the day of the wedding, Japanese soldiers attacked the family as they were rebels fighting for their freedom. So Banu hides Mei Hua and her mother inside a room and faces the Japanese soldiers. From the room, Mei Hua sees Banu getting shot. In grief over losing Banu, Mei Hua kills herself using the butterfly hairpin. Currently, Tasya is singing Mei Hua's song and is about to kill herself. Thankfully, Salim arrives in time and saves her. At that time, Ari brings Ko Chung Chung, who tells the group that Mei Hua and Banu should be married in the spirit realm, or Mei Hua should be married to a human. Unfortunately, Ko Chung Chung is unable to find Banu as the Japanese soldiers disposed of the body somewhere. So someone needs to go to the spirit realm to locate Banu and arrange their marriage. Since Tasya is the only one who has seen Banu, she volunteers to go to the spirit realm. Now Salim and Febri dig Mei Hua's grave to fetch the wedding rings. Before sending Tasya to the other realm, Ko Chung Chung asks Tasya not to respond when someone calls her name in that realm. When Tasya finds Banu, she needs to burn a paper with a mantra on it. Now Salim asks Febri to stay out of their life. Hearing this, Febri gets angry and attacks Salim with a shovel. In the spirit realm, Tasya comes face to face with Banu's body, but she ignores him. Now Febri attacks Ko Chung Chung, killing him. After that, Febri tries to wake Tasya. Just then Salim attacks Febri, making him fall unconscious. In the spirit realm, Tasya finds Banu and burns the paper. When Tasya wakes up, she sees that Salim tries to get Mei Hua married to Febri. So Tasya expresses her unhappiness as she knows Mei Hua only wants to marry Banu. As they are talking, Febri comes to his senses, picks up a chair, and hits Salim. He would have killed Salim, but suddenly somebody shouted at him and the lights went out. Febri moved out of the room to find Tasya in an upside-down position, moving towards him. Before he could do anything else, Salim also got up and stopped him from escaping. Both the spirits entered Salim and Tasya's bodies. In the butterfly house's ending, Aaron came with the police, and she saw that Febri had been killed, and both Tasya and Salim were nowhere to be found. What I could ascertain, looking at the two butterflies, was that the ritual had gone wrong, and it had freed both Banu and Mei Hua. The lovers got reunited, but not in the manner that Tasya and Salim would have wanted. It was them who we saw walking at the end, but they were not in a conscious state, as the lovers' spirits had taken over their bodies.